Why do we procrastinate even when we know it's not in our best interest? This is a question that has puzzled many of us. We've all been there, right? You have a task in front of you, you know you should get started, but somehow, you just can't. You push it off, telling yourself you'll do it later, and before you know it, the deadline is looming, and panic sets in. Welcome to the world of procrastination, a place where tasks are forever delayed, deadlines are often missed, and stress levels run high. It's a world inhabited by people of all ages and from all walks of life. Students, professionals, homemakers, retirees. We all experience procrastination at some point. It's a universal issue, and yet, it's one that's often misunderstood. The paradox of procrastination is intriguing. We're fully aware that putting off tasks does us no favors. We know that it leads to stress, anxiety, and often poorer quality work due to rushing to meet deadlines. And yet, we do it anyway. It's as if there's a disconnect between what we know is best for us and what we actually do. But why? Why do we procrastinate when we know it's not in our best interest? Is it laziness, lack of motivation, or is there something more complex at play here? Perhaps it's a bit of all these things, or maybe it's something else entirely. Regardless of the reasons, the fact remains that procrastination is a habit that can be detrimental to our productivity, our mental health, and our overall well-being. But here's the good news. Habits can be broken, and new, more beneficial ones can be formed. So let's begin our journey into the realm of procrastination. Let's delve into the paradox, understand its roots, and learn how to overcome it. Remember, awareness is the first step towards change. Understanding why we procrastinate is the first step to overcoming it. What goes on in our minds when we procrastinate? Well, let's dive into the fascinating labyrinth of the human psyche. Procrastination, you see, is a psychological phenomenon, a mental tug-of-war. On one side, we have our rational, future-oriented selves who understand the long-term benefits of completing tasks. And on the other side, we have our instinctive, pleasure-seeking selves that crave immediate gratification. Our brains are wired for survival, which often means choosing short-term rewards over long-term benefits. It's like choosing to eat a chocolate chip cookie now, instead of waiting for a healthier home-cooked meal later. The smell, the taste, the immediate satisfaction, it's too tempting. That's how our brain deals with tasks. It's easier to watch a funny cat video now than to start working on that report due next week. But it's not just about immediate gratification. Fear plays a significant role too. Fear of failure can paralyze us, making the prospect of starting a task incredibly daunting. The longer we delay, the larger and more intimidating the task appears. It's like a shadow growing longer as the sun sets. Then there's perfectionism. Many of us are stuck in the mindset of all or nothing. We feel that if we can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. This unrealistic expectation can cause us to delay tasks, hoping for that perfect moment, that perfect inspiration. However, understanding the psychology behind procrastination offers us a glimmer of hope. By recognizing these mental triggers, the allure of immediate gratification, the fear of failure, and the trap of perfectionism, we can begin to challenge and change our thinking patterns. We can start to untangle the web of procrastination, thread by thread. So next time your brain tricks you into delaying a task, take a moment. Recognize the psychological tricks at play. Remember, your future self will thank you for the work you do today. Recognizing these psychological triggers can help us break the cycle of procrastination. What are the consequences of habitual procrastination? This question might seem simple, but the answer is far from it. Procrastination's impact is like a ripple effect, spreading through various aspects of our lives, often leaving a trail of stress, decreased productivity, and missed opportunities. Let's start with personal life. Procrastination can lead to a significant increase in stress levels. It's a vicious cycle. We delay tasks, which leads to a buildup of work, which in turn leads to more stress. This stress can have a profound impact on our mental and physical health, leading to sleeplessness, anxiety, and even physical ailments like headaches and digestive problems. Moving on to the professional sphere, procrastination is an unwelcome guest. It has the potential to severely affect our productivity. When we postpone tasks, we're not just delaying the work, but also the results. This can have serious implications on our career growth. Imagine missing out on a promotion or a business opportunity because we didn't complete a task on time. That's the reality of procrastination. Moreover, procrastination can also harm our relationships.
It can create friction with colleagues, friends, or family members who may rely on us to complete certain tasks or responsibilities. It's not just about missing deadlines or falling behind on tasks. It's about the trust that we risk losing when we don't follow through on our commitments. But it's not all doom and gloom. The most significant impact of procrastination is perhaps the realization that we have the power to change. Yes, procrastination has its consequences, but it can also serve as a wake-up call, an opportunity to reassess our priorities and make positive changes in our lives. The cost of procrastination is high, but the good news is we can change. Remember, each moment provides a fresh opportunity to break free from the shackles of procrastination and embrace a more productive, less stressful life. All it takes is a willingness to change and the courage to take that first step. So what are you waiting for?
How can we break free from the habit of procrastination? This is a question that haunts many of us, and today we're going to tackle it head-on. Let's dive into some proven strategies that can help us overcome procrastination. First on our list is breaking tasks into manageable parts. Oftentimes, we procrastinate because the task at hand seems overwhelming. It's like standing at the foot of a mountain, unsure of how to begin the climb. The solution? Break that mountain into smaller hills. Divide your task into manageable chunks and tackle each one individually. This way, the task becomes less daunting, and the sense of accomplishment you feel after completing each part can fuel your motivation to continue. Next, we have setting realistic goals. It's crucial to remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your tasks be completed in one. Set achievable targets for yourself. By doing so, you're not setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. Instead, you're creating a roadmap to success, one step at a time. Remember, progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Now let's talk about using time management tools. In our digital age, we have a plethora of apps and tools at our disposal designed to help us manage our time effectively. From digital calendars to project management software, these tools can help us stay organized, prioritize tasks, and keep track of deadlines. Take advantage of these resources to navigate your way through your tasks efficiently. Lastly, practicing mindfulness is a powerful strategy to overcome procrastination. Mindfulness is all about living in the present moment, focusing on the task at hand rather than worrying about the future or regretting the past. When we practice mindfulness, we train our minds to concentrate on what we're doing right now, pushing aside distractions and procrastination. This might involve meditation, deep breathing, or simply removing distractions from your workspace. However, it's important to remember that these strategies are not a one-size-fits-all solution. What works for one person might not work for another. It's about finding what resonates with you and incorporating it into your routine. It's about trial and error, patience, and persistence. Also, keep in mind that change doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process. You might not see immediate results, and that's okay. The key is consistency. Stick to these strategies, make them a part of your routine, and over time you'll start to see a shift in your behavior. You'll find yourself procrastinating less and doing more. So, let's recap. Overcoming procrastination involves breaking tasks into manageable parts, setting realistic goals, using time management tools, and practicing mindfulness. These strategies are not a magic bullet, but with consistent practice, they can help us overcome procrastination. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, let's take that step towards breaking free from the habit of procrastination. How can developing positive habits help us stop procrastinating? Let's delve into that. Forming positive habits and routines plays a pivotal role in our lives. Habits are like the invisible architecture of our daily life, influencing our actions, our thoughts, and ultimately our success. They can be our greatest allies when they're positive and productive. Imagine your life as a grand tapestry. Each thread represents a small action, a routine, or a habit. When woven together, these threads create the bigger picture of our lives. Now, if you start replacing threads of procrastination with threads of productive habits, you can literally change the fabric of your life. Consistent small actions can lead to big changes over time. It's like watering a plant. A single day of watering won't make it grow, but consistent watering over time will. Similarly, consistently choosing to be productive, even in small ways, can create a ripple effect that leads to significant changes in your life. Think about it. If you start your day with a positive habit like exercising or meditating, you're setting a productive tone for the rest of the day. This first productive action can create momentum, making it easier to tackle other tasks and resist the urge to procrastinate. Replacing procrastination with productive habits can lead to increased success and satisfaction. Instead of feeling stressed or guilty about wasted time, you start feeling accomplished and motivated. This shift in mindset has a compounding effect. The more positive habits you form, the less room there is for procrastination, and the more successful and satisfied you become. So let's start today. Choose a small action, make it your positive habit, and watch how it transforms your life. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and that step is often the hardest to take. But once you take it, the journey becomes a lot easier. Positive habits are the antidote to procrastination. Let this be your mantra as you navigate your journey to a more productive, successful, and satisfying life. How can we stay motivated to keep procrastination at bay? This is a question that many of us grapple with as we strive to overcome the habit of putting things off. Motivation plays a vital role in this endeavor. It's the fuel that drives us forward, the spark that ignites our actions. When you're motivated, you're more likely to tackle tasks head-on, rather than pushing them to the side. But how do we maintain this motivation? The answer lies in finding personal reasons that resonate deeply within us. This is not about the external expectations or societal pressures that we so often find ourselves buckling under. No, this is about finding your why, the reason that stirs your soul and propels you to action. This could be a dream you've been nurturing, a goal you're passionate about, or a cause you deeply care for. Once you've found your why, hold on to it. Let it be your compass, guiding you through the days when procrastination whispers sweet nothings in your ear. Remember your why and let it fuel your motivation. But motivation isn't just about the big picture. It's also about celebrating the small victories along the way. Each task you complete, each deadline you meet, is a victory worth celebrating. Don't wait until you've reached the finish line to pat yourself on the back. Celebrate your progress no matter how small it may seem. This brings us to the importance of maintaining a positive mindset. It's easy to get bogged down by setbacks and obstacles, but positivity can be a powerful antidote. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Instead of dwelling on the negatives, focus on the lessons learned and the progress made. Staying motivated in the face of procrastination is not an easy task, but with personal reasons, celebration of small victories, and a positive mindset, you can keep the procrastination at bay and march forward on your journey. Remember, the journey to overcome procrastination is a marathon, not a sprint. So, what have we learned today about overcoming procrastination? We've journeyed through the labyrinth of procrastination, understanding its paradoxical nature. We've seen how it's not just a simple delay, but a complex psychological phenomenon. It's a battle between our present self, seeking immediate gratification, and our future self, yearning for long-term success. We've delved into the psychology of procrastination, unraveling the roles of fear, perfectionism, and lack of self-control. Our mind is a battleground where fear of failure, fear of success, or even fear of the unknown can lead us to procrastinate. Perfectionism can be a double-edged sword, causing us to delay action until conditions are perfect. And when self-control takes a back seat, procrastination takes the wheel. We've explored the impact of procrastination, seeing how it can affect our productivity, well-being, and overall life quality. It's not just about missed deadlines or rushed work. Procrastination can lead to stress, guilt, and even health issues. It can rob us of our potential and prevent us from achieving our goals. But we haven't just painted a grim picture of procrastination, we've also shared strategies to overcome it. From breaking tasks into manageable chunks, setting clear goals, to using time management techniques, we've seen how we can regain control. The journey to overcome procrastination isn't easy, but with the right strategies, it's definitely possible. We've emphasized the power of positive habits. Habits like regular exercise, good sleep, and healthy eating can boost our energy and focus, making it easier to tackle tasks head-on. Remember, habits are the building blocks of our daily life, and positive habits can be the stepping stones to success. Finally, we've talked about staying motivated. Motivation is the fuel that drives action. It's about finding your why, setting meaningful goals, and celebrating small wins. It's about keeping the momentum going, even when the going gets tough. With understanding, strategy, and motivation, we can break free from the habit of procrastination and unlock our full potential.